And we're live. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Entrepreneurs Morning Vitamins. Glad you guys take the time to join us here today. Today's topic going to be 5 variables of a successful campaign, which is going to be done by Miss Ann Williamson. But before I bring Miss Ann, let me just give a formal introduction of myself. My name is Earl Cox. I've been on the network marketing for the past 12 years. I'm 2 years full time. I have the passion to actually helping others working towards success and working towards building a successful business online. Now we have Miss Ann Williamson. Ann Williamson is out there from North Carolina. She's a wife and a mother of a beautiful daughter. She's been in the industry for the past 9 years. She's a certified paralegal, and she's also a co-owner with her husband in a traditional business. Before we go, I want to say everyone wants to we was saying actually yesterday and the day before, guys, we was actually saying a prayer for Miss Ann's husband. He actually everything is okay now. He's back home, and I show Miss Ann really appreciate everyone's prayer that you guys send out. So Ann, say good morning to you and say good morning to everyone.
Absolutely. Good morning, Earl. Good morning, guys. Yes, thank you so much. There's power in prayer, and when things happen here, I always ask for prayers, and I so appreciate the awesome response that I get. And yes, we got back home Tuesday. For those of you who don't know, he's having seizures, and this has been going on for about 1.5 years. We just don't know what's causing them, and he doesn't have them all the time. So it's very, very scary when it happens, and it's just, I don't know, it just blows me away. I get all tore up, of course, and you've got to get paramedics out here, and it was just thank goodness they can't find anything. And on the other hand, I wish they could, so we could get it fixed and know what's causing it. But I really appreciate all your thoughts and prayers.
Welcome, man.
My heart. And thank you, Earl, for the introduction. This is the topic today that I'm going to talk about is something I've really been working on myself over these last few weeks with what I've been involved in doing. It's really helping me grow and learn about working online. My background is not internet marketing, and so I've been in the industry as far as network marketing, direct selling for a long time, but internet marketing and learning all the ins and outs of technology is something that's very new to me. And I know you guys have heard me say that probably more than once. So I've been taking a course on how to work online. I've been reading a book and doing some things offline. School's never out for the student, and I firmly believe in that. And we always have to continue to educate ourselves because things are forever changing in the technology world. So this is something I've been working on, how to relook at my campaigns, what I'm doing, what's not working, what is working. And I thought I would talk a little bit about this because this is something I'm working on. I'm certainly no expert on this by any means, but the person I've been learning from is. And I want to go over the 5 variables that he's taught us to have a successful campaign. He's all about sales funnels. This guy's all about sales funnels. And he said, when you get started, you want to find other people who already have successful sales funnel, and you want to target market. Very important. We all do know that. You want to find your market, whatever it is you're selling or whatever it is you're representing, you need to make sure you find that niche market. You're certainly, that's very, very important. And I'll go into that a little bit when I talk about demographics. It seems like every day the internet's full of people. We see it all the time of, people teaching hundreds of different ways to generate traffic all the time. Every day a new trick pops up, something new. So you want to focus on one real strategy. Find out where that traffic exists and really just plunk yourself down in front of it and start working on it. You want to work hard to generate the traffic because it's already out there. You just got to go get it. It's already out there. You just got to go get it. I'll say that again. So there's 5 variables that I've been learning about to successful campaigns. And you never want to create a sales funnel. For those of you who don't know what a sales funnel is, it's a process people go through where you show them what you're offering, whether it be your opportunity or a product or whatever it is you're trying to do. In my traditional business, I'm starting to use these so we can capture leads. I felt like we were losing leads, and I needed a way to capture them. So you want to know before starting a campaign 5 things. 5 things. And you want to analyze as you go along what you're doing. And if something's not working, it's probably due to one of these 5 things. So I'm going to tell you what they are and give you a little bit of information about each one. The first one is demographics. These are different variables, you know, so that's going to help you set up a successful campaign. The first one is demographics. Demographics are the characteristics of the people you're targeting. They're going to define who belongs in that target group and who doesn't. You know, you're talking about, and you see this with anything, you know, you see this in, if you ever get the U.S. Census surveys and things like that, that's demographics. There's demographics, you know, it's age, your education, geographical location, income level, language, political affiliations, race, any and all characteristics you can think of that define those people you want to reach with your message. Okay, let me give you an example. There's a supplement company, and they have an older demographic of men and women. Of course, they're going to have. So if you've got a supplement that you're selling, or some kind of, I don't want to say health product, because that could go to anybody, but say a supplement, like a vitamin supplement maybe, or a supplement to a cholesterol medicine, something like that. Chances are a lot of those people might be older. I'd say middle-aged to older. Your main demographic, you know, is going to be those people. If you put the right offer in front of the wrong demographic, like if you're pushing supplements, you're probably not going to be pushing them to 18-year-olds. You know, they're not going to buy. If you put a wrestling supplement offer in front of older people with diabetes, for example, they're not going to buy. So you need to make sure you get your demographics right. Once you know the demographics of the people your competitors are going for, it's simple to know what yours should be. So you got to do some research here. There's a little bit of doing research on the front end to get to the back end, you know. This guy that I've been working with, he says when he first went on, or what I've been reading and what I have gotten from him, he talks about when he was working with the pain supplement, he had no idea who to target or where to find traffic. So he went through a process, what he calls reverse engineering, and reverse engineered supplements that were similar to what he was selling. And he found out really quickly where his competitors were placing ads. He found some were on diabetic websites. He found which ones were running successfully on survival websites, you know, maybe natural health websites. And by doing a little bit of research, a whole new world of opportunity opened up. And this guy, you know, he's a millionaire in this industry. He's very well known in this industry. So he said after a couple of, after he found some of the new demographics, over the course of about a month, he was able to really scale his campaign and target market those people to where he ended up in 2 months making $20,000 a month to over $500,000 a month within a year. Wow. That blew me away. That's pretty cool. Wouldn't you say? That blew me away. So you've got to know your demographics and who your target market is. And most likely, you know, they're going to be hanging out online. You just got to do some research. Check other sites. See what your competitors or even your business partners are doing. You know, there's no need to reinvent the whole wheel. You just got to do a little bit of research on your own. Okay, the second variable in a successful campaign is going to be your offer. Your offer comes down to what you're selling and at what price point you're selling it. This includes your upsells and your downsells. Find out what your successful competitors are offering. You know, buy their products. What I've been doing over the last month, I have been buying products that I am offering. You know, I need to know about this product myself. I need to know how it works. I need to learn about it. So, you know, you want to get their products as well. And two, remember the first offer that you see when you're doing your research probably isn't the primary offer. It's more likely what's going to be what gets people in the door. It's going to be that attention grabber, while the real money-making product is going to be somewhere down the line in that offer. The first offer is like the tip of the iceberg, and we see it all the time. You see, if you ever see, say, car dealer commercials, for example, you know, they've got a great offer on a brand new 2015, you know, Ford Fusion or whatever, and they've got a bottom price. You're going to get this and this, you know, 0% down. But when you get in there, how many times do you buy that car, or they end up upselling you?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time. I mean, that's with anything. I went to have my oil change the other day. Just a simple oil change. And they came out, you know, they pulled me aside and were talking to me. They were like, well, you need this and you need this. And right now we're offering this for $129 and we're offering this for $149. And I was like, no, thank you. You know, right now I'll pass. I'll get somebody, my husband, to take care of that or whatever. But it's always upselling. So like I said, the first offer is just going to be the tip of the iceberg. But you want to go through and see what their entire iceberg looks like. Take notes on it. You know, you guys, no need to reinvent things. Copy what the successful people are doing. It's called competitive research is what I call it. So you know what they're selling, how they're selling it, and at what point they're offering that product in their campaign. You know, what's the copy on the videos that you're watching? What emails are you getting? You know, I opted in when I got started in this industry. I opted into Earl's list. I'm probably on 6 or 7 of his lists, so I can see and watch because he's very successful in what he's doing, and I want to know what he's doing. So I've opted into different lists just to get the emails. So the more you know, the better chance of success you're going to have by copying what the successful people are doing, and you got to know what they're doing. The third variable is the landing page. Okay. This is the page where the person's going to land right after they click on your ad or your link. It's probably the most important page in your funnel. What does it look like for you to be successful? Is there an opt-in page? Is it a sales page? What kind of page are you developing? What is your goal for that page? What's working for people right now? You know, you don't necessarily need to make up your own page and hope it works. Study, again, I can't say enough, study what's already working and model that for your own page. I've seen a couple out there that I have opted into just to see what I can see. And I'm like, oh, I like that. I told you guys several times, I'm a copycat person. You just got to copy the right people. And it really does make life easier, especially when you're trying to learn all of this. Make your landing page similar to someone's that's already successful. And he goes on to say, you know, come back to modeling what's already working. He says it amazes him how so many people put up random sites they think look good, and they might look good, but they haven't done the research, the investigation on the successful sites in their niche. And then, you know, people wonder why they're not making any money. And it's probably because they're not following a proven process, one that's already been working. You know, my previous life, I say that a lot. We were always told, copy the right person. Do not reinvent. We shared ideas and marketing tips and strategies, and copied a lot of the successful people in the company that I was with. And it was true. It was true. In 7 years, we did very well. So, you know, Tony Robbins says, he emphasizes that if you want to be successful in any part of your life, find someone else who's already doing, and we've said this a million times here, what you want to do and model your efforts after theirs. This could be no more truer than when you're building funnels and campaigns. And for me, guys, learning funnels has been very, very new to me. So I need all the looking at all the successful people and doing what they're doing. You know, you don't have to reinvent this wheel. You can take a decade of hard work, really, and compress it down into 1 day's worth of time and effort just by finding out what someone else has already done and copy them. The fourth variable is your traffic source. Where is your, you know, competitor, your business associate? Where's their traffic coming from? What are the websites that people are buying from? You know, is it coming from social media? Is it coming from email marketing? Is it coming from banner ads? Do you use mainly video or do you use text? I'm working on the video thing, Earl. I know you tell us that all the time. So I'm working on the video thing because I've been a text person or an email person. But I do know that videos are so important. So that's something I've been playing around with here. You know, do not think that you need to create traffic. Like I said earlier, it's already out there. You just got to find it, tap into it, and direct it to your offer. That's what we have to do there. It's already out there, but our job is to go find it. And you want to find the right traffic too. You want to find the right traffic. You know, remember the example I gave earlier about a wrestling supplement you're not going to put that on a diabetic website or anything. You're not going to target people with diabetes for that. I mean, I think we all mostly know that, but I'm surprised too sometimes that people will just target everybody and hope that somebody comes in. You've got to kind of narrow it down. The fifth variable in your successful campaign is your ad copy. And this is the last variable in a successful campaign. What do successful ads look like? This has been a struggle for me personally. Writing ads, and as a paralegal, you would think that I have plenty of know how to write, but that writing legally is different than writing for advertising. Very, very different. I did learn some things through our marketing department in the firm that I worked in. That's helped me a little bit, but this has been a little hard. You know, what ads work, what doesn't work. You got to keep track of that. What makes people click on an ad? What's enticing them? Something has to, you know, hit their button, their hot button, so to speak. There has to be something that when they see that, they're going to go, oh my God, I need to really check this out. People do have a hot button, and sometimes it's hard to find that hot button when you are working, you know, on the internet. But you've just got to keep revising, I say, and revising, researching what is working, and, you know, keep current and keep changing yours up till you find what works. You know, what pictures are competitors using? You guys know you can go when you see, a lot of us work on Facebook. I am notorious for when I find a photo, I will save that photo and use it over and over again. I've got a whole folder of photos that you can save. You know, if you just pull it up, right click on it, most of it, if it's not linked somewhere else, most of them it'll say save image as, and you can save that and have that too. So find what photos are working. Look at people's ads where they're getting, you know, great conversions on their campaigns, and see what they're doing and do what they're doing. Copy those pictures. What does your headline say? That's your attention grabber too. You know, what does that say? Are your competitors or your business partners that you're working with, because a lot of times we do work, you know, in teams and in groups, you know, are they using videos? You know, we see Earl's videos all the time, and he's having just awesome success. So probably we want to use videos like he's been telling us to do. So, you know, pardon? That's right, Earl. I know. He tells us, and I'm working on that one, you guys. Pretty soon y'all see some videos. You know, all of these are factors that play into whether a person's going to click on your ad or not. You know, traffic is made up of real people. People can be persuaded to click, but it can take, you know, a month or a couple of months. It could take maybe years. I would hope not. But it might of trial and error to discover how to make that happen to where you're getting, you know, 90% conversions from your ads, getting those numbers, or 50% or whatever you want. It could take a while. I don't think it takes years, but maybe it over the course of time to where you become such an expert that your campaigns run like clockwork. You want them to run like a well-oiled machine. You know, don't waste your time, like I said, trying to figure it out blindly, tweaking and adjusting. I made the mistake in the very beginning several months ago to just kind of just jump in, and I said, no, I got to back down and start learning how to do this and put this all together. I'm a step-by-step person, and I said I really got to educate myself, and so that I've been working on that, and now I'm going back and taking what I'm learning and trying to revise my own campaigns. I don't just work on Facebook, I work on other places, and I'm looking at what's working, what's not working, and what other people are doing, what successful people are doing, and going back and modeling it. You know, once you get that down, you're going to have a pretty predictable, steady income. Once you get this all tied together, you can kind of predict what your income will be. You got to track hope you guys track your sales, track what you're doing. Tracking is very, very important. It's a part of the whole process to me. That's how you're going to know what works and what doesn't work. You know, you've got to tie all 5 of these elements together in regards to your competitors, you know, and you're not always going to be able to do that. But if you look at what they're doing and copy them, the more and more and more, the better you'll get, you know. The better you'll get at doing banner ads, the better you'll get at learning the demographics. If there's, he goes on to say, he says, if one unknown is not good, but you can usually try to guess and get close enough. If there are 2 unknowns in these whole 5 things that I gave you, you're probably not going into that market. You want as much data as possible before you start building up your landing pages, your offers, and your ads. So if you don't know, if you're looking at a competitor and you don't know 2 of these 5 things, which were the demographics, offer, landing page, traffic source, and ad copy. If you don't know 2 of those, chances are you need to move on. Never move forward, he says, with 2 unknowns. Keep digging and keep researching until you find a niche where you can find all the data you need to move forward and be profitable. And so, you know, that's kind of, that's doing your due diligence is what I call it in the legal field. We used to call it due diligence. And that's part of our job. That's part of our job. Because you know how many times you just throw up a campaign? I've done it. Throw up a campaign and think, oh, it sounds great to me. But you haven't done the research to find out. And no wonder I haven't gotten any sales from those things either. It's because I didn't take the time. Huh?
I've done it many times.
I get really excited and I'm like, okay, this looks so good to me, but then I'm not thinking about who am I putting this out there in front of. I have to narrow that down. What am I trying to sell? Who's my market? And to do my own research and look at what the successful people are doing. That's why I started taking this course and reading some of this stuff on working online.
Yeah, knowledge is power.
It is, and I've been doing it with Russell Brunson, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy, it's amazing. And so I'm learning this, and it's just part of the process. It's all part of the process. So, you know, if your campaigns aren't working well, you're not sure what's going on, break it down to these 5 variables, you guys, and focus. This is what I've been doing, and focus on these 5 things. Take them one at a time. Look at what your successful business partners doing, successful associate, successful team member, a competitor, if you will, if it's a product. And you know, with there's a lot of health products out there, a lot. Everything's from shakes to wraps to lotions and potions. So look at what your competitors are doing and find what's working for them and put what they're doing into these 5 arenas. If you can cover all 5, you're good. You would go with that. If you can't find but 2 of these on what they're doing, I hope I'm making sense on that. You know, if you have 2 unknowns, move on. Go to the next person. It may take a little bit, but once you get all this tied together, you want it to run like a well-oiled machine, and it will. But you have to do the work that's behind the scenes too, to get it all together. And that's something I've personally been working on. So that's why I really wanted to talk about this morning.
Awesome.
Because it's opening my eyes.
Great. That was a great topic.
So that's really what I had in between everything else that's been going on. for the last couple of months, really. In my personal life with my husband, it's I've had a lot of time to do some reading, and this is what I'm working on. So hope you guys got some great information there. And if you have any questions, just let me know.
Okay, I just wanted to point out where you talked about the demographics, how you find your demographics, your targeted marketing. So I'm gonna just give a prime example. I know most of us work on Facebook, and you guys see not a lot of people take advantage of stuff like hashtags. You know, hashtag, when you hashtag something, you're targeting that that specific person, that specific area by using hashtag, and a lot of people fail to realize that they don't use it. You know, so that's when you say targeting, you don't know who you're marketing to. If you have an idea, depends on what offer that you have sharing or what your offer is. Figure out on Facebook, go do research the hashtags. You know, just type the hashtag, you know, the pound sign and whatever the name. Like say if you're doing work from home moms, you know, put a pound sign work from home moms, and all the posts that on that targeted keyword going to come up for you on Facebook. So if you see there's a lot of people using that hashtag, you might say, hey, that might be a good hashtag to target. You know, it depends if your offer goes with a hashtag, because a lot of people be looking for work from home opportunities, and by using a hashtag, you know, you're expanding your reach to all those who are looking for that information. Because if I'm looking for a work from home opportunity, I'm going to type that in the search box in Facebook and find, you know, look to see what's coming up. You know, and that's a good way you could actually target your market if you know what you're going towards. As I say, know who you're marketing to. And your offer, what's that?
That's a great tip, Earl. That's great. Thank you.
Oh, I always use hashtag. And you know, trending hashtags. You know, there's a lot of trending hashtags on Facebook. You know, trending, that means people are actually talking about it. You know, the news. You know, all you're doing, you just getting your offer in front of thousands of people. You know, people, you never know what someone looking for. You know. And sometimes you don't want to use the wrong hashtag with what your offer is, but you just have to be creative in how you do it. You know, because something could happen in the news, and you could use that hashtag in your business. You know, and it's going to show up when someone click on that hashtag. Your information is going to show up there. You know, so you just have to know what you're doing, and that's very useful. That's a good tip, you're right, and that's a very good tip. And a lot of people don't take advantage of hashtag, especially on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Google+, they all take hashtags. You know, so that's something everyone should be taking advantage of. And landing page, when you your landing pages or capture pages, guys, do split tests. You know, as Ann said, you might have a capture page and you never know what's working. So you want to do split tests to your different capture pages. So whichever one's actually converting more, that's the one you're going to keep. Okay, and different landing page softwares out there offer you the opportunity to actually split test different landing page. When I say split test, that means it's the same landing page, but you just be able to change. You might change the image or change the word in the text on your landing page, and the one may convert more than the other. So that's a little stuff that you might want to do when you're doing your campaigns. Traffic source, as Ann said, she pretty much nailed it there. And your ad copy, that's very important, guys. Your ad copy, what stands out is your headline. The headline of your ad copy is what catches someone's attention. You don't have to be that long. It could be catchy. It could be funny. You know, something that you're saying that could grab someone's attention. That's what you want in your headline. You know, so you have to be creative. And everyone's different. Everyone's different. Like I said, when you receive emails, as I said, she opted into my form to get my emails. I opt into Leaders Forms to get the email also. And guess what? The ones that capture my attention for me to click on and open it, that's the type of headlines. You could copy those headlines and use it for your campaign. You know, because if you catch your attention, so you click on it so you could open it, you're gonna catch someone's attention also. So that's the little tips you guys need to pay attention. When you get these emails from other marketers, look at the emails, look at the headlines that they're using. If you grab your attention, you know, is twice as much that you're gonna grab somebody's attention also. So that's a good way, you know, a great tip that you should actually take this tip and run with it. Write it down, pay attention. Don't delete the emails, guys. Don't delete the emails. Look at it. If you grab your attention, that means you're gonna grab someone's attention also. Because remember, in this campaign, what you're looking for someone to click on open up your message. Click on your ad or click on your email to open it up to get the information. That's what the headlines does for you. You know, it's not gonna do the selling for you. You know, it's not gonna do the selling. Just all we want is to click, and we want them to see your information, get your information, click on that link. That's what you wanted to do. So anyway, great information, and you brought it.
Thanks, Earl. I love that. You said too. Thank you.
Awesome. And I hope everyone grabbed the information. Take notes, you guys. Put it to use. As we said, don't take the stuff that we share with you and forget it. Put it to use. Write it down, but put it to use, guys. You know, we all do it every day. I do it every day. You know, trying to keep up with it. I mean, it's all about being consistent in what you do. You know, so grab the information, take it with you, and put it to use for yourself because it works. You know, it works. Successful marketers been doing it, been working for them. So guess what? You put it to work for yourself, you're gonna work for you also. But like the answer is not gonna happen overnight. It might take a little while, but it's gonna happen.
Follow what the successful people do. That's the best thing I can say, because there's just no need to reinvent. You know, I think it's just working smarter. Sometimes we have the tendency to just do it ourselves, and especially if you're a control freak. But no, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Just follow the successful people.
Okay, awesome. But anyway, guys, before we close off, this is a great topic because the way I'm going to close this webinar this morning, the topic actually comes in because it's the tools you're going to need to run a successful campaign. That's exactly what I'm going to share with you right now, guys. Because if you're online and you're doing a business, and if you want to run a successful campaign, there are certain things that you need. I just said that we just discussed landing pages. You need a system in place to actually capture your information. You need a system in place to do autoresponder, to follow messages. You need a system to do your, as we say, a split test. You know, guys, you need something to send your traffic to, and that's exactly what. If you guys don't have a system in place to build a successful business online, you want to reach out to myself or Miss Ann. We actually direct you in the right place and offer you the right set of tools to help you build a successful business online. If you, like I said, if you're not using any tools right now, feel free to reach out to myself. You can see my email address right under my name, earl@easywaytofreedom.com, or you can reach Miss Ann Williamson on Facebook, and we'll actually help you, guide you in the right place to get you the right set of tools to build a successful business online. So thanks for everyone for coming out here and joining us this morning. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on our next AMV, which is going to be a FAQ of all the topics that we covered this week. We're going to do a quick overview of the topics, and next week we're going to start again Monday 09:30 to 10 a.m. So looking forward to seeing you guys out there. And Miss Ann, thank you for being here with me this morning and making it happen. I'm glad your husband is okay today and doing fine. So prayers are all good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. It's a rainy day here in Charlotte, so it's any day's a great day to join us.
It's raining here also.
Oh, it's okay.
All right, guys, everyone, have a blessed day, have a blessed Thursday, enjoy your day, and see you guys tomorrow.
Goodbye.